Junyen Gipe Sunam Ki Jola Genshir Sangye Drupar Sho
Sangye
Chudang Soki Jonam La Jangshu Bardu Dagni Gyapsu Chi Dagi Junyen Gipe Sunam Ki Jola Genshir Sangye Drupar Sho
Sangye
Chudang Soki Chonam La Jangshu Bardu Dagni Gyapsu Chi Dagi Chunyen Gipe Sonam Gi Jola Benchir Sangye Drupar Sho.
Yeah.
Did the internet go out again?
Oh, homework time.
Okay. Well, the first one is very easy. What causes an impure country?
What you did.
Impure turkeys.
It's individual contributions as a group.
Yes.
Wait a minute. What?
Well,
Each individual in
Each
a group
individual-
did the individual task
Exactly.
to create their backcountry themselves.
Sorry?
um,
I did send it.
on the same topic, in the secret teachings, how would this same place be in the existence of a great bodhisattva practitioner, according to the text?
Kang. A beautiful house, a pure house.
What about inside? Like, he talked about
It would be blissful drops like bodhisattvas and Buddhas dancing within him as his tigles and sas. Channels.
right.
So forth.
And in the context of this book, what is the cause for losing close friends?
Stealing the students of
Yeah.
other teachers.
The students and attendants.
Oh, attendances.
Yeah.
Students, and attendants.
Oh, first word. Show word may.
Lack of consideration.
Yeah, but the word.
Lack of consideration.
But that's trail man, no? Oh, word.
Child born by injury, carelessness.
I thought it's throwing away. No, yeah, no, throwing
Right.
away. Like the war makes it.
Because board was another way to say door.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shagua. Okay.
No, soup.
Directly.
Nope.
Directly, yeah. Right?
In this context, what was it?
It was in front of you.
As opposed to behind your back or something like that? Was it? I think it was something like that.
Yeah. And Zawe trip.
Bestie.
Zawe, don't.
Bestie.
Bestie.
BFF.
What's BFF mean?
Best friends forever.
Oh, okay. I don't know all these things, and I'm like, what is a BFF? It sounds like something bad. You're full of BFF.
No, it's our generation.
Okay, we're done.
Okay, we're BFF. I go back. I come back. Right here we go.
Such a reasonable quiz, Seiji. He is.
Okay, just to review, we lost friends and loved ones to death, even, but also to estrangement, because we had kind of stolen friends from other people or disciples. Yeah, okay. So, as usual, there's a problem, there's the cause, and then there's the resolution, right? And we reach the resolution. Go.
Tani Shenta Kortang Trelmicha.
Keep going.
Sheta Chinche Shenta Ki Lobmatan Korpiog 내 축소 대가족 발레 대탁당 남투 양철과 대찰내 랑키 촉수 가창바 남투 양미자 냠투 생고 셰베이 tunno. Good shepe tunno.
Okay, a lot of times in this text, the root text will say tani.
From now on.
The third line will always say tani. And then he will say da chinche in the commentary.
From that point on.
Yeah, so the root text says now. And then the commentaries always says from now on. Just for your information, okay? So da chinche means from this moment on. So now I won't steal other people's disciples is from now on I won't steal, okay? Shendak, other people's. It's not the, this is not the dak which is,
Pure.
there's two daks it's not.
So
Pure self.
That's dak and I didn't even ask that
that's
question.
the dot. As you know.
I'll give you a clue, this text was written in Sanskrit. Dualizer.
Or pluralizer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a dualizer here. So dak is the pluralizer that the Tibetans use for the dual case. Sanskrit has singular, plural, and dual. So the plural means three or more. Okay, and then you've got a whole new set of things to memorize. Endings. Pain in the ass. Okay.
They're using
Is the
it.
dualizer used only with regard to a Sanskrit term, or is it, are you meaning you just figure out whether it's two or three or more?
Well, what I'm saying is when you're translating a text that was originally written in Sanskrit
Oh,
and you run into a dak instead of a num,
yeah,
be sure to check whether it's significant or not.
okay.
Because sometimes, if it's dak, the author may have wanted a plural. And even here, others, are they of two types? Is it a point of the verse to bring that out? And here it's not. It's not important, okay? That I can tell. Okay. So anyway,
Oh, and dot.
so other people's lobma.
Student.
I would translate it disciples because we got Getu coming up,
That would be student.
which is like younger students. So I'd say disciples and students. It's the same thing really. And Koryo means
Retinue.
people who serve them. You know, their car mechanic.
Circle of
Entourage.
I wouldn't call it slave. And no, and if you're offended by someone's request to you, you can say in the monastery, "Yokmo maenda." I ain't your servant, you know. So it can mean servant, but here I don't think it's intended that way. I think it just means people who are helping them in their mission or something like that. Okay. Okay. No, but it can mean yokpo. So
Is the word yoke.
you have to be careful using the word yokpo to a Tibetan. It can be offensive. It can be offensive. Yeah. What's that? That's an attendant, and that's an honor to call somebody a shepchi, because they're not going to be a shepchi unless they know the value of service. Right? Okay. All right. Getu so. Now I have trouble with this tekar joke. Tekar means straight on, okay, straight ahead, and directly. And joke means established. And I was thinking about it, and I'm thinking it means who have a serious connection with them. You see, just as someone used a car mechanic once and you steal that mechanic, I don't think you commit this karma. I think it's harming people who are in a close relationship with the other person for an extended close relationship. I think that's what tekar joke means here. And you sense that.
Right from under their nose, sort of thing?
It
Like-
could be, but it kind of would be in a different place after shawa.
Oh,
Steal them right under their nosely.
Close disciples, would you say?
If it were me, I would translate it like who have a close relationship. You know, that's more serious, right? Okay. They date back to Namduyang is the rare extended version of the Namyang you learned earlier today.
Never ever.
Yeah, never. This is the long version, Namduyang. Never. Shalwa is future tense of
Separate.
Chalwa. Yeah, never separate them. And then here's the past tense. And having separated them, so that's important, okay? Use rel, and then their trel. Use rel at 3 o'clock and their trel at 4 o'clock. Okay, and having separated them, okay? Having tried to steal and then having succeeded in stealing, when you succeed in stealing, don't kadang them to your choke.
Don't entice them.
To you. You see 2 steps here. Make them leave the other person and then bring them into your fold. Recruit them to you. Okay, kadang. Namdyang mija. I will never do it. So there's 2 namdyangs here. What are they? What do they apply to?
Don't trail and don't kadang.
Nice. Say it in English.
Don't separate and don't then later recruit them to your side.
Okay, good. 2 steps. I will never do it again. Mija. Nyam.
Think to yourself like that.
Good. And you have to you have to
Yeah, you should think.
you have to think that way. You have to think that way.
That's,
Oh, I will never do this again. Why? It's lonely without my loved ones. I'm sorry I lost my partner. I'm sorry my mom died. Okay, then stop. Then be more sensitive about people who kind of belong to other people. You know? Okay? Okay, go for it. Who's got the plane while I'm chewing?
I'll do it.
Okay, you got the plane.
Tampa tamche dakla mikana. Tampa war tampa warne
Horny.
warne. Chokning tenpai yi. Lenyeng sungcha rangla korwayin.
Okay. I'm going to go to the explanation because otherwise I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. So please read the explanation.
She sungte dampani kebu kewu dampa tampa
Oh.
kebu tampa lama la sopa la sopa nam inla tedak la charku la parku kun du la sopa litsam chitsam che kyangsu ni Nepala Nepa tabu chungwe se lama la gu patang lota sokni chewa par rangi la su mo sup ne.
I guess that's at the end of the.
Yeah, I would end it there.
Okay.
This is a big mistake, and I predict it in the carving. Okay. Actually, I should say mala ma. Okay. All right. So the root text says, Dampa tamje dala migana, if all the dampas,
All the pure things.
dendam demba,
for the
Ultimate
ultimate
things?
but here it means holy ones,
Oh yeah.
like your lama, or high teachers in the monastery, dampa, holy people. Migar,
They don't like me.
yeah, they don't like me. Okay, like the important people in this monastery, or in this classroom, the ones who are nice people, good people, they don't like me. No matter what I do, they don't like me. Dampa porne, what was the cause? I poured dampas in the past.
I got
Threw
rid
them
of
away in the past.
Yeah, somehow I dumped them in the past. And I dambad, and that was in Xiaoping's text, BSTE.
right,
Different
sex, but this is not it.
Yeah, well, that meant, it always means to
Rely upon something.
rely on a certain kind of behavior. And in her text, it's sexual behavior, but here it's
Bad friends.
bad friends, you
Hanging out
know.
with bad people.
Yeah,
On good ones.
sometimes we call dick trope,
Yeah, the joke.
bad deed friends. And then there's chudok. And when a lama teaches a group of disciples, especially if they're visiting from another place, they'll say, be nice to your chudoks, you know. Be nice to your dharma brothers and sisters, okay? Like that. They'll often use that expression, okay? It's the opposite of dicto. Dicto is a person that says, you know, you don't have to finish that translation now. Let's go have a beer or something like that. Okay? So, who is the dampa in the verse? Kiba dampa.
People?
Holy beings. This is where we say in English holy beings, okay? Like your lama and, you know, high lamas and stuff like that. Friends of yours who are particularly virtuous, okay? Those are Kiba dampa. And he gives one example, lama, your lama, etc. Now, yin la, that's what dampa means. The yin means that's who they are. That's what dampa means. Dedag la, this par is the par in parchin.
Other side? Far side?
It's as opposed to tsur.
This close side? Like
No,
towards
par
the
means
south?
you do something that way,
Yeah.
and tsur means it comes back this way.
Yeah.
Okay? It's important in this sentence. Par and tsur. What do you get back?
Yeah.
What do you do to them? What do you get back? Par, just kupa.
Bow to them?
No,
No, yeah,
show respect. Do,
Bow.
bow. We had it in Dundo.
Bowed and
Yeah, Tiryanch.
Bent over.
They bent over. It means kukuche. Bow to your lama. Okay. I bow to them. I show them respect. I do everything right. Jitsam Chekyang, no matter what I do. Jitsam Chekyang, no matter how much I do that, tsur,
what comes back to me.
Yeah, what do you
yeah, is minyepa tabu, as if I had pissed them off. Okay, displeased them. Okay, and isn't it that way with your lama so often? With my lama, no matter what I do, he's like, I can't believe you built me a house. What's wrong with you? I'm like, you know, minyepa tabu means it almost seems like they think you've been trying to displease them. Okay, Nyepa is the high honorific for trying to please a holy being. Okay. Chumbi say, when that happens, it's because, could it be because in the past I respected my lama?
Right.
No.
Okay, so there's got to be a carving error here. So, you know, you got to depend on logic to determine whether there's a syllable missing. And the worst syllable that can ever be missing is ma. And why did he miss it? Because there just came a ma. You know, and somehow he got his conception, what do you call it?
Dyslexia?
Yeah, he's like, oh, there's a ma already, I don't have to put a ma. But it is a ma, okay? It's because I disrespected my lamas in the past, not because I respected my lamas in the past, okay? And I must have been,
Again, is your correction
now
right
it's
there?
me, Chepar, now I'm uncomfortable.
Is your correction correct?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is my correct? Yeah, my correction is correct.
Oh, I see.
Because it says, I
got
did
it.
do.
No, you didn't catch the sense of the sentence.
Is it because
Right.
Don't get defensive. Don't go disrespecting them And don't go having a wrong view about who they are just because they weren't happy when you tried to serve them. Don't let your reaction be that you disrespect them or you start thinking they're some kind of asshole instead of a lama. You see what I mean? Don't, he says, mi chepar.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, don't go changing your attitude towards them because they didn't say, oh, you're such a wonderful student. You know. They said, where's, you know, yeah, that was yesterday. What'd you do for me today? Then don't start losing your faith in the lama.
Is that disrespect the same lama or any lama?
The same. Yeah, I think it's the same. Yeah. It means the normal reaction of a disciple, because I was a disciple for 30 years, is to start thinking, oh, they're mean, or they're not such a nice lama, or maybe they're not such a very good lama. And, you know, and he's anticipating that this is what people will do. You know, you're nice to them, you give them a big donation, and then the next day they yell at you. Don't start losing your faith. Okay, all right? Rather, and this gets cute, I should offer money for this. Yeah, let's do $100. 10-second limit, 10. 9,
Wait for what?
What's the question?
8, the rest of the sentence, 7,
Rather take it as
6,
from your
5,
what's happening to you
4,
because of what you did
3,
in the past.
2,
Blessing from the Lord.
1, 0. I say the money.
What word said?
Huh?
What about what word said?
Close but no cigar.
Cigar.
This is an American idiom.
Which
should point
sentence
the
is it?
finger
Wrong,
at
he left
me.
swords.
Good. Point the finger. You're late, $1 late and $1 short. Or what is it?
Day late and a
Day late and $1 short.
That's what I meant.
That's another idiom. Day late
Finger, but
and $1 short. It means you came to buy the thing 1 day late. It's already sold.
and you have money.
Or you show up with $99. It costs $100. It means you're too late. What's this poopy thing in here? Unidentified.
What's the bottom half of the?
Oh, that's part of the roll.
The bone.
Okay, good. Point the finger at yourself. Okay, here's sur used again, but now it means point this way. You should rangnila at yourself. Point the finger at yourself. Okay, tsuk means
Sur is
point.
pointing? Oh.
Well, tsuk is tougher. Tsuk is like this. Okay, that's sumo tsuk. You know, yeah. Poke yourself with your finger. You know, you want to poke somebody with the finger, poke yourself. Okay. Tsuk. What's utsuk mean in colloquial for $50?
Say it again, Jigme?
Utsuk.
No.
Utsuk means to be insistent. Didn't we just have that?
We had
No.
to do something
We
else.
had something
Utuk, we had utuk,
Yeah.
which means to be desperate. Yeah, yeah. Utsuk means to be insistent.
What? Ooh, is it?
No. This is the tsuk, like what you do with a vajra knife, you know, you tsuk it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's tsuk. Okay, blame yourself. Okay, keep going.
停電休憩ケはがま南端チェリアンマジャルラマジャラカテジャルキャンテタキチェスミジュパーヤルワーボルネショクショクネンテンパテ
Nenten.
Is that like truthful?
I gotta think about this one, and it's hard when I'm eating. De den kyuki.
Truthfully, in past lives, you got together with a lama, but then you didn't stick with them, or with people, and then
The second part of the sentence is easy. Okay. Dedaki Jesu Minjukbar means you didn't follow them.
Yeah.
You didn't take after them.
And you threw them
And you
away.
relied on
acted like a
Turkmens.
Yeah, and you dumped them like garbage.
Hung out with
And then you got some bad friends and hung out with them. Okay.
Is the first part that you made a connection and you didn't see it through?
It's unclear. It could mean, look, whether or not you ever met these guys in your past life, is something we could argue about. But if you have met them now, and then you dump them, and then you're taking yourself to bad friends. Okay, so I think what he's saying is, you can question whether or not you did anything in the past life with these people, but even in your present life, you are not following them properly, and you're hanging out with stupid people. So I think he's saying jelma gel means we can debate whether or not you met them. Gel means to meet a holy being. We can say, if you want to, you can say, I didn't have a past life, I never met this being. Yeah, okay, we can fight. We can argue about that, about your past life, Kewangama. But the fact is, right now, you have met them, Jelkyang, but you're still not listening to them, and you're still not following them. Okay, so don't be surprised.
It's giving them a hard time. Guess so. Does Te Den mean like truthfully?
Yeah, exactly. I should have covered that. I'm sorry. Yeah, Te Den, and that really is the case. Oh, if you point the finger at yourself, you will be doing something that's correct. That's all. Because I cut the sentence artificially.
That relates to what?
Yeah, ne tsumo tsugne deden. And you'll be right.
Oh, then you'd be right.
Point to yourself and you'll be right.
That's how to do it.
Yeah. No, if it's your opinion that you've caused it yourself, you're right. Okay? The next sentence shows the quality of this text, the quality of the Lama, and it's very high quality. He doesn't leave it like that. He goes deeper. And he always does that. I really love this author. Okay, go.
태양 니 갑기 축행 니 소월 랑든 이체와 바식 키 바식 키 왕투 성외 촉낸
Drop. It's like a D, but it's really not. It's like drop.
drop
You guys figure it out because it's a very beautiful sentence and you can do it.
촉낸 남인라
You guys can do it.
Moreover,
Give it to me.
moreover, the instances where your bad friends were the foundation, or you can name so
Where are you?
the
main bad friend.
the main bad
Well,
friend.
mainly what makes them a bad friend.
Oh, is that they direct you to do things which are bad?
No, now this came in words text when we had the Kundonga. I'll give you a clue.
Yeah, direct the mind, EJ.
Yeah, you are thinking about Rangden.
Yourself.
And yeah, they are thinking about Rangden. What makes a friend a bad friend? Mainly,
Oh, cool.
they are thinking mainly about
Themselves.
what they want.
They want.
They're selfish. That's what makes them a bad friend. They're selfish, okay? They think about what they want. Rangden Yiche, they direct their mind Yiche. There's the use of this mental function in a very clear colloquial sense, which helps you to translate it when you hit it as a mental function. They are turning their mind to what they want. Okay, Bashik, from your text, Tungje Bashik.
Simply, just that.
Yeah, only. But what did it mean in your text? We are in the middle of the Tungje Bashik.
Simple downfalls.
Why are they simple?
Because you don't have to go cordon yourself.
Yeah, you don't have to go off somewhere else, okay? So Bashikpa means only. What's the Sanskrit famous yoga word? 4th chapter of Yoga Sutra.
For what? For
Yeah,
Bashik?
yeah.
Oh, Kavalia?
Kaivalya. In that case, it means the one and only state. You know, the state of perfection. They call it the one and only. The first big yoga center in history was Kaivalyadam, and we cataloged all their books.
think we have this fan somewhere.
Somewhere. Okay, Yijie Bashik. Wangdu Song means to go under the influence of. Wangdu Song means they have become slaves of this attitude of just thinking about what they want. Mainly what they want. Okay? Wangdu Song means they have become slaves of that attitude. By the way, Phil, it's good to have you here. Let's give. And don't try going anywhere. And forget everything else you have to do. Okay? Wangdu Song way. Dog Nyamba. That's what's a bad friend. That's what makes a bad friend. Okay? They think about what they want, and they get you in the habit of thinking about what you want. And in this text, that's the enemy. Rang Chenzen. Self-cherishing. Okay, keep going. Who's got the plain word?
Shenyang Chöki Choksu Mi Chorwar Shömin Gi Chokba
Bashik.
Chokba Shik to Chit Per Tripar Chepe Kiewo Ngengpa Nanpa
Nam Tenjing. Nyemba.
Nempa Nang Tenching.
Okay, good. So that's one description I have for what's a bad friend, and now here's another description. Instead of Jorwa, here's Jorwa that we had in words text.
Yeah.
That the function of the Nyunyi
To be driven
is to
by,
Jorwa you to the conception of a dog.
it pushes you, drives you.
Yeah, compels you, to the idea of a self-nature. But here they compel you to Chumingichok.
They don't compel you to practice, to do Dharma stuff.
Yeah, they
Side of Dharma.
they encourage you to go do Chumin.
Non-dharma.
Non-Dharma.
Yeah, and by the way, Chumin is one of those which is opposite and not just lack of.
Anti-Dharma.
Yeah, they encourage you to kill animals, to lie to people, stuff like drink alcohol, stuff like that, okay? Bashi to Chibache. What's Chi? This is a Bechi.
It got to guide.
Yeah, to guide.
To lead.
So in the word for a class in the monastery is Bechi. A Bechi. A scripture leading. Lead. It means to lead. Leading. A leading club, yeah. Okay, so Chiba, they lead you like a sheep or something. They guide you to do bad things. That's what we call a bad person. Kyongyamba, bad friend. And if you rely on them, besten, right? Not besten. Okay.
And if it had a stand,
That would be to show or to teach. It doesn't make any sense here. Yeah. And that's the verb used in the root text. Here, look, besten, okay? So it's just an error. Okay, I think you're all getting a sense that correcting your text as you go is one of the main translation skills you have to develop, and it's extremely difficult.
those are the hardest thing.
Yeah, you have to predict when the guy carved it wrong. And it's hard, it's really hard. Sometimes her text was a disaster last night. I was, anyway, kept me up. Okay, somehow I blame it on you, I'm sorry. Okay, just kidding. You can read this by yourself.
Cheta ki che su sung chen chang
Jump.
ne chingpe lingen ki sung cha fang la korwa yin duk nyam tu sampatang.
Anybody take a shot?
And
Jane Dong? Siri's not a student. Jane Dong?
Follow.
Follower, right? Following. Jesu Dong means follow. Yeah, Jane Dong. What's that? What's the two famous Jane Dongs? Chuki Jane Dong. Kansak
I mean, in Abhidharma?
Things that follow from the mind.
Oh, Depe Jendang. Depe Jendang and Ripe Jendang. Two famous Jendangs.
Following out of understanding.
Yeah, okay. These are the two famous Jendangs. These are the two famous Jendangs. Depe Jendang and Ripe Jendang. Which is, say it again?
Following out of faith. Or
Yeah, they follow you because they have faith. And then they follow you because they figured it out. Which is stronger? Yeah. Depe Jendang is very weak. They believe anything you say. And they will believe anything anybody else says. And it's very disturbing. You know, you think a student was good and they follow you for 10 years and then you find out they went to go do some kind of weird thing and you're like, ayahuasca, and you're like, wow, they weren't here because they understood something. They were here because they wanted to go somewhere and do something. You see what I mean? It's kind of disappointing to hear someone went off and start doing ayahuasca as a path or something. Drugs as a path. You know, it's like, oh man, I thought they could tell, you know, food from dirt, but nope. You know? Anyway, okay. Jesa Jang ne Chimbe Lengen. So what happened?
The Wheel of Knives.
Yeah, okay. By the way, he's going to end most of these with the same formula. Duk Nyam Du Samba. You should think to yourself. Yeah, you should be thinking to yourself, I did this to myself. Okay. All right, we finished losing close friends and loved ones, even to death. Yeah. Well, there's one more postscript here. Here we go.
Chawa. Tani ngengpe tani ngengpe choknam pangwarja. She da chinche dendrawe.
Dendrawe.
Tendrawe.
Heavy prenasal because it's an open vowel before it. Dendra.
Tendrawe choknam le loi. Gone sewe tongmi rikyang su teta tangdro mi cha shinte tak ki shin te taki wangdu nam tu yang tongwar mi cha she pe tono.
Good. What's Ta Chin Che?
Up to this point.
No, from now on. We just talked about it, and I predict he's going to use it over and over again. So you might as well get used to it. Okay. The root text says now, Dani, but his commentary always says Ta Chin Che. From now on, and we didn't finish blacking out all the black words, right? Dendrawe. It's like like those bad friends, like those. Dendrawe Tongen, bad friends. I'm going to skip to the next part. De dak dung drok. De dak dung drok.
Those and good friends.
This is a verb. Drok is a verb here.
Befriending people like
that?
that?
Good. Befriending people, hanging out with them. D means gom.
Okay, habituating yourself?
Yeah. In fact, gom is oftentimes defined as D. It means get close to them. You know, dong di is an idiom. Don't dong di with them. Don't let them rub off on you. Something like that. Okay, dong di. Mi cha, don't do it. And you should, mi cha, never wang du tong, okay? Wang du tong.
Fall under their influence?
No.
Yeah, it's that, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly that. Don't let yourself be drawn into their influence. Tong means send yourself under them, under their influence, okay? Don't let yourself be drawn into their influence, okay? Nam du yang.
At all?
Never, ever. Never let yourself be drawn into influence. We didn't cover the first half. The end of the first line and the first half of the second line, and it's worth $100.
The first half of the second line.
The second half of the first line and the first half of the second line, and it's worth $100 if you get it just right. Damn, it's quiet in here. They're learning a lot right now, Ina. This is how I get them to learn. They're learning a lot in this 30 seconds, just this 30 seconds.
What you see directly, or what comes to you.
Okay, time for a clue for $0.
Via the tip.
Here's the clue. There's a bodhisattva or tantric vow.
Probably.
Being nice to evil people. Like people who kill people or people who destroy. It's a bodhisattva vow? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bodhisattva.
Stop someone truly evil.
Don't.
Yeah. Associating with the truly evil.
Don't shun those who have done you.
This is saying.
Yeah, it says love those.
Yeah.
Wait, you're close. Now keep going.
Through loving them.
But me, Rick, bad family.
It will be
Tongue-Rick.
If I give you Rick, you've got it.
Family.
It's not family.
Type class. This class.
It's not class.
Don't think that's
I didn't actually speak, but not understanding.
Level.
That's it without no S.
Okay, well, it's not, okay.
Wrong. Rick means it would be wrong.
Oh, really? Okay.
So what's it say?
It'd be wrong not to love these people.
Good. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Loy goine, in your heart.
Yeah.
Never give up your love for them. But in your body, give them up. Don't get close to them.
So
but in your heart, be close to them. It's such a beautiful thing for a Lama to say.
The tongue is give up.
Yeah, like say fuck you. It means that. It means like that. Never F you with your love, but in your actions, don't go to the neighborhood, never meet them. But at the same time, never judge them, never lose your love for them. Okay, very beautiful. Very beautiful. It's beautiful that he paused to say that. Okay, cool. Okay.
Rejecting persons with solid morality.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, go.
태양 디 타키 미코 레레 죽투 통랭키 미파 레탕 태제 수테탕 태미 젠냥 냠페 담차레 당체바 네팔체
Any ideas?
You can do timeline for them. Each one of them.
And, yeah, each one of those things you meet in the end, those objects. And what?
Oh no, mikor means a topic of meditation.
Oh.
Or a thought. You see?
Oh, make each of them an object of your meditation for Tonglen.
Yeah.
Well, after you get to each of these topics, okay, mikor means topics. Like, why do I lose my friends? Why am I unhealthy? Why, each time you finish a section, which is bad thing happened, this is what I really did, this is the wheel returning on me, from now on I won't do this, da chinche. 4 parts, right? When you finish that together, it's called a mikor. One section of this in the Lam Rim, it means that each of those is called a mikor. The rimbas are, serving your Lama, cause and effect. Each one is called a mikor. Topic? Or practice, topic of practice. Practice topic. Okay, so he's telling us we should do 2 things after each one.
Do Tonglen.
Always do a Tonglen. So state the problem, state what you did, remark to yourself that the wheel is turning back, decide you won't do it in the future, and then do a Tonglen of some kind. And after that, I want you to do a damcha.
Think about
Agodi?
Miche damcha.
think about how you're not going to do it anymore.
Yeah, make a commitment.
Make a commitment.
Damcha, make a commitment. I will not do that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. Make a mini commitment. It's almost like a 4 powers.
They threw in Nyampe there. Is that just...
Think to yourself,
Yeah.
I will never do that again. So he says, Ngepache, you always got to do it this way. I want you to plug in to every verse, A, do a tonglen related to it, and then B, make a promise to yourself you won't do it again.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to go to the first tonglen he ever mentioned and just get it clear what kind of tonglen is he talking about. Are we supposed to do tonglen on other people that have the same problem? Or I don't remember, but we better go back. We'll go to the beginning, we'll look up tonglen. Oops.
You visualize our lamas, right?
But you don't have to do, you're not allowed to do tonglen on a lama.
No, it was that
No.
you get their blessing to do it, but it's part of the meditation the way they described it.
Then they use the black smoke to destroy your self-cherishing, something like that.
The smoke which issues forth.
I don't know. Okay.
Search for Chiwo.
Head-tops?
Yeah, that's where they were describing it.
Oh, that's just a general thing. I don't think it's
Or
a...
cell-top.
Yeah.
Here it is. Oh, but who are you doing it on? Oh, I see.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're taking the same problem from other people. Okay. Other people have lost their friends and loved ones because they stole other people's friends and loved ones. So do tonglen on them
Other people you know who have lost their life.
who've done the same thing.
Yeah.
You would have to know them.
Say again?
With the blessing of the...
Yeah, but that's not the main emphasis. It's taking away. By the way, you can either take away the cause or the result. That's an old tradition.
Right.
Yeah, here it said both.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. Think of friends who are doing it, who are stealing people's friends now but haven't got the result yet. And think of people who are losing their friends but don't remember what they did. Okay? Okay. All right, let's go back to here. Okay, now we got...
Oh, Krishna, I was going to ask about the damche there towards the end. But usually
Oh.
that comes like in between two things. But here it says we must do it. We must do this together with. So is that
Oh.
together with referring to the first phrase?
You guys tell me what's the re mean after mikvah and what's the re mean after damcha in this sentence that's up right now.
It means each reference to each mikvah.
Good, good, yeah. Always do, it's like a doctor's prescription. Always do a tonglen, one tonglen, take one tonglen with each verse, and take one commitment with each verse. And the commitment is stated before the word commitment because it's an adjectival phrase. A commitment where you promise never to do that again. But in Tibetan you say, promise never to do that again, commitment. Okay, so the word commitment comes at the end. In English it would come at the beginning. Make a commitment. I will never do this kind of thing again. But make one commitment for each verse and do one tonglen for each verse. That's what he's saying. Possibly he's getting tired of repeating it. No, and he's going to say, maybe he won't keep saying over and over, do a tonglen on this. He might, sometimes this is a warning that he's not going to keep repeating it.
Should we add that or?
Let's see if that's what he intended. Okay, go.
Draw cool shengi tik sok chungwe che tek che shengi kowa kyatu
Kietu.
sepai lengeng chungcha ko rangla kowayi.
Okay, good. Here we have a very, very important 2 words from Changi.
corn dep and
Good. Kondep and
jo
Jondo.
jondo.
Say Jondo. Say Kondep. Jondo. Kondep. These are two mental functions. Jondok means you give that object more self-existence than it deserves. So it means more than it deserves, Jondok. Kondep means you give it less reality than it deserves. Like you say, if it doesn't exist from its own side, it doesn't exist at all. That's Kondep. Okay, it does exist from its own side, it's Jondok. Jondok means you're giving it more reality than it has. You're giving it more reality than it deserves. Kondep means the opposite. You're saying it doesn't deserve to exist at all. So these are classic examples of yuta and metta. Okay, yuta is you give it more reality than it deserves. Metta means you don't give it enough reality. Does it even exist deceptively? Yeah. Don't say it doesn't have that. So there's two extremes. Okay, one is I like to say make a mountain out of a molehill. You know, give it more reality than it deserves. And then secondly is don't give it enough reality and say it doesn't exist at all. These are called Jondok and Kondep, and it's very important in the study of mind only, especially and Chang'e. It comes up constantly in Chang'e. Okay. Now, how do you think it might apply in an everyday situation at work, for example? If you're working for somebody, how can they Jondok you wrongly, and how can they Kondep you wrongly?
They don't give enough support.
Jondok, what?
They blame you too much.
Yeah, they give you credit for mistakes that you didn't do.
Yeah.
Okay, too much reality.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, got it? They credit you undeservedly. Okay, you're the one who made the mistake when you didn't. Okay, what's Kondep?
They're not giving you credit for the good things.
Yeah, you did something good and they say, why don't you never do anything to help us?
Problem of life.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the joker here. That's the joker here. They give you too much reality and they don't give you enough reality for mistakes and for good things. Okay, Shenki, when other people do bad deeds, and we don't know yet. Jung would say when that happens. Let's do the commentary. Okay.
We're out of time. Yeah,
We are?
now is the moment.
Oh, that's a good place to stop, actually. I'll give you a word that it's useful, and you might not know it, which is core. Anybody know this word?
Core.
I don't think you see it very often.
No, I was looking at that.
It means necessary supplies for a journey.
Oh, we had it in the long run.
Okay. Yeah. Koa. So there's two, and then kedu sepa is an important idiom. Kedu sepa means ignore others' needs. To ignore others' needs. It means to kill the difference. Okay? But it means to ignore other people's needs. Okay? You don't notice when other people need something. You're just so wrapped up in yourself. You kedu sepa their koa. Okay? It's very famous.
Cool.
All right.
Does it refer to good seeds they need?
Which one?
Core.
It could be anything. Normally, it's supplies for a journey, or what they need to live day to day. Their daily expenses, their daily groceries. Those are koa normally. But since we're in a very spiritual text, I bet there's going to be some spiritual koas. Shibuki Jushin Meto Tam Rila Lingshin Yende Gempari Sangye Shindu Mikte Uargi Jogun Namdak Shinla Tuparsho Inam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamdriyatayami Ti Kewo Kun Sunam Yeshe Tsok Shin Sunam Yeshe Le Chung We Nampa Kunyi Tobar Sho Shmogi